When Socrates had done speaking, the company applauded, and Aristophanes was beginning to say something in answer to the allusion which Socrates had made to his own speech, when suddenly there was a great knocking at the door of the house, as of revelers, and the sound of a flute girl was heard. Agathon told the attendants to go and see who were the intruders.
"If they are friends of ours, invite them in,"
said Agathon.
"but if not, say that the drinking is over."
A little while afterwards, they heard the voice of Alcibiades resounding in the court. He was in a great state of intoxication and kept roaring and shouting,
"Where is Agathon? Lead me to Agathon."
And at length, supported by the flute girl and some of his attendants, he found his way to them.
"Hail, friends,"
he said, appearing at the door, crowned with a massive garland of ivy and violets, his head flowing with ribbons.
"Will you have a very drunken man as a companion of your revels? Or shall I crown Agathon, which was my intention in coming, and go away? For I was unable to come yesterday, and therefore I am here today, carrying on my head these ribbons, that taking them from my own head, I may crown the head of this fairest and wisest of men, as I may be allowed to call him." Will you laugh at me because I am drunk? Yet I know very well that I am speaking the truth, although you may laugh. But first tell me, if I come in, shall we have the understanding of which will you drink with me or not?
The company were vociferous in begging that he would take his place among them, and Agathon specially invited him. Thereupon he was led in by the people who were with him, and as he was being led, intending to crown Agathon, he took the ribbons from his own head and held them in front of his eyes. He was thus prevented from seeing Socrates, who made way for him, and Alcibiades took the vacant place between Agathon and Socrates. And in taking the place, he embraced Agathon and crowned him.
"Take off his sandals,"
said Agathon.
"and let him make a third on the same couch."
"By all means, but who makes the third partner in our revels?"
said Alcibiades, turning round and starting up as he caught sight of Socrates.
"By Heracles,"
he said,
"what is this? Here is Socrates always lying in wait for me, and always, as his way is, coming out of all sorts of unsuspected places. And now what have you to say for yourself? And why are you lying here, where I perceive that you have contrived to find a place, not by a joker or lover of jokes, like Aristophanes, but by the fairest of the company?"
Socrates turned to Agathon and said, "I must ask you to protect me, Agathon, for the passion of this man has grown quite a serious matter to me. Since I became his admirer, I have never been allowed to speak to any other fair one, or so much as to look at them. If I do, he goes wild with envy and jealousy, and not only abuses me, but can hardly keep his hands off me, and at this moment he may do me some harm. Please to see to this, and either reconcile me to him, or, if he attempts violence, protect me, as I am in bodily fear of his mad and passionate attempts."
"There can never be reconciliation between you and me,"
said Alcibiades.
"but for the present I will defer your chastisement. And I must beg you, Agathon, to give me back some of the ribbons that I may crown the marvelous head of this universal despot. I would not have him complain to me for crowning you, and neglecting him, who in conversation is the conqueror of all mankind, and this not only once, as you were the day before yesterday, but always."
Whereupon, taking some of the ribbons, he crowned Socrates, and again reclined. Then he said,
"You seem, my friends, to be sober, which is a thing not to be endured. You must drink, for that was the agreement under which I was admitted, and I elect myself master of the feast until you are well drunk. Let us have a large goblet, Agathon, or rather,"
he said, addressing the attendant,
"bring me that wine cooler."
The wine cooler which had caught his eye was a vessel holding more than 2 quarts. This he filled and emptied, and bade the attendant fill it again for Socrates.
"Observe, my friends,"
said Alcibiades,
"that this ingenious trick of mine will have no effect on Socrates, for he can drink any quantity of wine and not be at all nearer being drunk.